Hey guys, so I'm heading north on I-95, and to your right there in the skyline, that's Jacksonville, the last major part of Florida pretty much, and then I'll be out of Florida and I'll be north into Georgia. So it's always a little bit depressing heading back up north for me because I love Florida so much. The East Coast, the Southeast Florida specifically for me based on my personal preference. But Florida's, my favorite state in America. Very thankful for America. This land has, every state is different. I've been blessed to travel into some different states and different cities, and I'm very thankful to be here. That being said, respect and love to every part of the world. But I'm just sharing my general thoughts here and showing you some beauty as I drive again north and headed back to New Jersey. Why am I leaving? Because I have a full-time job that's based in New Jersey. My long-term goal would be to work more remotely. I work in the technology field, so more and more jobs are coming available, but it has to be the right fit. And once that would happen, and then I could stay down in Florida at minimum for the winter, if not, almost year-round, because I enjoy Florida. I mean, more than the Jersey Shore. The Jersey Shore is beautiful, but it's too crowded for me. It's I don't know. I have a personal preference for Florida. It's parks, it's wildlife, it's feel, and it's so big. You could travel up and down the coast, and I just do the East Coast because that's my preference. And you don't get bored. There's so many towns to explore, from St. Augustine to Flagler to Jupiter to just everywhere. Miami, Boca Raton, everything, and then you have the option to go, which I do sometimes. You go to the West Coast, you visit Tampa, Sarasota. You can go all the way up to Pensacola. There's so many different areas to visit at different times of the year. I met one guy a couple months ago when I was in Florida, and he lives in Key West, Florida, and he comes up to St. Augustine in the summer to escape some of the heat, and that helps him. So it's like a snowbird within the Florida state itself. But that being said, I am thankful for my job. I'm thankful for my health. And I do feel continually making more and more progress to getting closer to my goal, which is to be down here more. And I'm down, from a year's time, I'm 100% better than where I was this time last year. I always evaluate that to see if I'm on track for my goals and my dreams. That's important to me, that I fulfill my destiny, that I live an inspired life, that I don't just daydream, but that I live my dream. And I do feel I continually get closer to that, and I'm living my dream. I'm not just talking about it. I have more work to do, but I want to do things responsibly, like I always encourage other people to do it. You have to take some action that's scary, that changes your course in life, but you have to try to do things as responsibly as possible for you. And we're just crossing a bridge here, but I'm very encouraged. I'm very thankful for my time. It was a blessing. I'm gonna try to head back to Jersey a day early, just so I can try to see my mom for a day, spend some quality time with her. That matters to me. I put that as a priority, and then head back to work midweek and go from there. But I will stay encouraged. I will stay focused. I will continue to make steps closer to my destiny. And I just wanted to encourage you, as I drive out of Florida, I just want to encourage you that if you have a dream and if you have something that's bubbling in your spirit, you can't just suppress it. Because you'll never live a joyful life. There's always going to be that thing gnawing at your spirit. If you're called to travel, if you're called to start your own business, if you're called to live mobile, if you're called to start a family, whatever your dream is, if it bubbles inside you, you have to take steps to get closer. And yes, sometimes you fail. Yes, sometimes you go backwards, but you get up, you fall, you get back up. That's the key to anything. And you try to stay consistent. You keep the vision in front of you. You keep like-minded people around you, and you get rid of the unhealthy relationships, the people that don't encourage you and don't inspire you to live your dream. You want to be around people that you're safe to share your dream. You don't have to walk on eggshells to share your dream. That's very important, very important. And praise the Lord. I'm just thankful And, I want to live a life that I feel, that I own my life, that I live on my terms in one sense of speaking. And even long term, to live fully off my investments, to live simply and to have that financial freedom to, just manage all my own time and to be able to do different things that I desire. And part of that also is documenting my life and sharing my life. Some things, yes, you keep secret for a season, but some things, you have to speak. When I was starting to lose weight, I remember documenting it and sharing with people after I got out of the infancy stage. There's a part of your dream where it's like your first trimester, first couple months, you keep that secret because you don't know if it's going to stick. But after a few months of you doing something, you have to start to share that. You have to be accountable to yourself and to others that, you're taking it out of your mind, out of the secret place in your spirit, and you're putting it out in the universe, and you're saying, I want to be a snowbird. I want to live full-time off my investments. I want to start a business. I want to start a family. I am living out of my car. I am going to sell my house. I am, losing weight. I am going to turn to a plant-based diet. Starting to share all those things with others, even if you don't get 100% there, or even if you get there and then you want to pull back a little bit because you need to find how to sustain that lifestyle. Whatever you do, as you start to express and document your journey, you will always end up better than what you started. And that's the key. And that's why it's important to keep a journal, some type of documentation that you existed, that you left a footprint in this world. It's very important to live an inspired life. And that's what I wanted to share with you.